Okay, so welcome everyone. I am so excited that you guys have all jumped on this call, and for some of you it's probably your very first Zoom call, which is always kind of intimidating, but you're here, you did it, and you can have your video on or off. It's totally up to you, whatever you feel comfortable with. I have gone ahead and muted everyone, and as people jump on, I'll just kind of mute people as well to keep the background noise to a minimum. But if you guys have any questions at all during this little live info session, you can go ahead and just comment in the chat box, which is at the very bottom of your screen. I'll just write something in there right now. And you guys can put any comments, any questions in there. And in fact, I would love to hear where you guys are all from, because of course, I don't know everyone who's joining on this call. So just share where you're from. I think that would be really interesting to see where you all are coming from. So I am Megan, and I know that some of you guys will know me, but a lot of people won't know me. So I wanted to go ahead and share a little bit about my story. So I'm going to be speaking tonight, as well as Robin, who is one of the leaders on my team. There she is. And then we're going to do a quick little Q&A. So if you have any questions as we're going through this, you can write them in the chat box. You can jot them down on a notepad, and we will address everything at the end. I'm hopeful that this will be like less than 45 minutes. That is my goal. So hold me to it. So I will just go ahead and just start a little bit with my story. I'm just gonna switch something around here. Here we go. Okay, so I have been a coach for just over 4 years now, but my journey with Beachbody actually started about 5 years ago. And at that time, I was well, I'm a mom, and at the time I had 3 little kids, all 4 and under. So if you are a parent with more than 1 children, you understand the chaos that can ensue when you have 3 little ones under the age of 4. So not only that, but my husband was actually working away from home. He was working on the pipeline out west, and he would be gone for 3 months at a time. And then he would come home for 4 weeks. And then he would be gone again for another 3 months. And that was our reality. On top of that, I was also working almost full-time hours as a registered nurse. And that was just life. Like, it was insane. I was never sleeping because I had all these children that I was responsible for. I was in charge of the home. I was working crazy hours as a nurse, and I had no husband at home. So it was really, really hard. So I stumbled across a post just like some of you guys probably did, and it was a girl who was posting a picture of a shake. And honestly, I had never been interested in shakes of any kind. I always was like, oh, just eat your food. I'll never become a shake person. However, she posted a picture of her shake, and all she said about it was that she was getting all of her nutrients and vitamins in a day just in that one shake. And that was enough for me to reach out to her and say, I don't know what it is. I don't care how much it costs. That is exactly what I need. Because I was so run down. I was literally surviving on coffee and grilled cheese crust and ice cream at night. That was pretty much how I was like getting through the day. So I thought, oh my gosh, if I can just have this shake that I can mix up and either drink it while I'm running around the house or out on a walk or in the car or like sitting in bed at night, like if that's the only thing I get into my body, that is totally worth it. So I got Shakeology, I started drinking it, and of course within a week and a half or so, I started to feel so good. I started to have like energy like I had never experienced before. I felt more productive in my day. I just started to feel a lot different. And of course that led me to start making other changes. I started to think, well, maybe I could start eating a little bit healthier throughout the day, making vegetables and fruit a priority. I also started to think about incorporating some workouts into my day, like very sporadically, don't get me wrong. But I just started making these very small changes that started to really add up in my life. And I felt so much better. In fact, I remember messaging my coach saying, why isn't everybody doing this? Why isn't everyone drinking Shakeology and following these simple meal plans and doing these workouts from home? Like, it was such a no-brainer to me. I could not believe why everybody wasn't doing this, because if everyone started to do these things, everyone would be feeling so amazing. So I wasn't even a coach at this point, but I just felt this passion for wanting to spread the word about what I loved so much. So I sort of came into coaching very organically. It became a hobby for me. It was something that like filled the time for me and gave me a sense of purpose when I was sort of drowning as a mother. Fast forward a little bit later, I am pregnant with baby number 4. So now I'm going to have 4 kids in like less than 6 years or something crazy. And I was still working, you know, almost full-time hours as a registered nurse. And I had changed a lot of my habits and was living this more healthier life, was feeling really great. But there was a part of me that felt sick. This is my daughter, the first baby. She's the one I couldn't get into bed tonight. There's Robin. Hey, Robin. Okay, you go sit somewhere. Okay? Grab a book and a blanket. There was a part of me that had this like sinking feeling in my stomach, because I knew that when I had my 4th baby and my mat leave was over, I was going to have to go back to work, like working full-time hours again. And it just kind of made me feel sick. Like, I had always wanted these children. I loved being at home with them, but I was going to have to go and start like working those crazy hours again at the hospital. I don't know if anybody else is in healthcare or is in nursing, but like, it's tough working 12-hour shifts. Like, you are not home a lot. So I started to really look at this whole coaching thing, and I started to think, like, if I went all in, like maybe I could do something pretty significant with this. So during that mat leave, when I was at home with, you know, my 4 kids, I decided I'm going all in. I'm going to see what I can do. And I blew myself away. Like, I couldn't believe what started to happen and the momentum that started to happen when I just dove in and I became passionate about sharing what I loved so much. It's really hard to be successful at something and to, you know, build a business like this if you don't fully love our products. And we'll get into that a little bit later, but that is always like the #1 priority as a new coach, is to get started on your own journey first, similar to what I did. So I dove in, and I mean, 4 years later, I have built a 6-figure business. I have a team of like several hundred coaches. It started out as just me though, guys. Like, it was just me. And little by little, I started telling other people about this, and I started helping them get healthy and fit. And I started to share what this had done for me. And that just like brought on this huge snowball effect over the past 4 years. So aside from the obvious things that coaching has done for me, I mean, I've been able to drop down to very, very part-time hours at the hospital. And really the only reason why I'm still working as a nurse is because I fully do love being a nurse. Like, I love going into work, and I definitely wouldn't want to do it more than what I'm doing, but I really do enjoy my job as a nurse. So I probably work like 2 to 3 shifts a month, which is perfect for me. But the rest of the time I'm at home. So aside from like the time freedom this opportunity has given me and the financial freedom that it has given us, here's some unexpected things that have happened to me that maybe some of you guys could probably relate to as well. So one thing is, I used to be so resentful to my husband, and I hope that some of you guys know what I'm talking about. But when I was, you know, drowning on the home front with all of these children and sleep deprived and like breast milk all over me and baby puke, I was so resentful to him, because he could literally walk out of this house whenever he wanted to. Like, if he just like had to run uptown for something, or a friend stopped by, or he just wanted to like, you know, take his time coming home from work, he could. And I was so resentful of that. I had no life outside of this house. I had nothing outside of parenting. So what this business has given me is, it's given me a community. It has given me purpose. It has given me like a group of friends, like some of my best friends. It has given me something that I can focus on, something that I can call my own. Like, that is huge. I didn't even know I needed that until I found it. And then once I started to become, involved in something that was only mine, I became so much happier and I became a lot kinder to my husband. So that was a huge bonus that we both discovered. Being a mom can be lonely. Like it can be very lonely. Even though I was surrounded by all of these children all day long, I felt so alone. And when my kids went to bed at night and I would log onto my computer and I would talk to, coaches on my team and women that I had met that wanted some help with their health and fitness, it like filled me up. And all of a sudden I had like these friends, these friendships, this community. This is huge. We all need it in our life. The traveling has been amazing and very, very unexpected. I always envisioned, my adult life being able to go on holidays with my family and traveling to tropical destinations and amazing places. And then I became an adult and I realized, how am I going to make this happen? Like, it's not in the budget to go on these extravagant holidays. And I don't see that changing either. The only way that I was going to start making more money to be able to live the life I wanted to live was for me to start working more shifts at the hospital, more overtime, more weekends, more holidays, more nights. Like that was the only way I was going to start to create the life that I wanted to be living, until I found this and realized I can create this whole life that I want to be living, and I can do it from home, and it's fun and it's fulfilling. So we are rewarded trips, like the most incredible trips to tropical destinations, cruises. We're going to the Dominican. We were on a cruise last year. I'm going to Arizona in October, like amazing leadership retreats, and just like a vacation every single year for your family. And that has meant so much to me. The personal development and my mindset changes that have happened have been something that I will be forever grateful because of this business. We are encouraged to dive into personal development as a coach. That's going to be one of the first things that you will do as a coach, is you will start listening to podcasts and books that are going to like fill you with some amazing insight into your own life, as well as to like what's possible in life. So the personal development that I have done, and just the change in my mindset, I'm so much more positive than I've ever been. Like the person who you see now on social media is not the same person that I was 4 years ago at all. I am such a better human because of this business. Also the habits I have developed. If you do follow me on Instagram, you see every single morning I am up at 5 a.m. and I love it. I journal, I meditate, I read personal development, I work out. Like those are not things that I ever would have done if it weren't for this business. New habits, healthy habits are ingrained into you. It becomes contagious, and you just will naturally become like a better person in the process. Like I said before, new friends, like some of my best friends are now on this team because we have so much in common. We have the same mindset. We have the same ambition for life. And just so many other doors have opened because of coaching. Just, meeting people that I otherwise wouldn't have, and being introduced to things like meditation, for instance. That's become such a big part of my life. I never would have even known like what that was prior to coaching, but because I had been introduced to people that did it, it started to become something that I wanted to do as well. So that's kind of my like messy story all in a nutshell. But I mean, this opportunity has just quite honestly changed everything for me. And I think of what the direction my life was heading in prior to coaching. It was fine. Like I had a great career. I had my dream family, 4 children, a husband, everything was great, but there was so much more I wanted to be doing. I wanted time freedom. I wanted financial freedom. I wanted to be able to travel and to provide my kids with things. And I mean, I was top wage as a nurse. Like you get to a certain point and you actually can't make any more money. Whereas in this, the sky is the limit. And if you are willing to show up and do the work and put in effort and have some belief, you can make this whatever you want it to be, which I think is so incredible. So I'm going to stop now and I'm going to hand it over to Robin, and she's just going to share a little bit about her story. So Robin has been a coach on my team for like 2 years, almost 2 years, coming up to 2 years, I think. But she has just like done so amazing with this business, but more importantly, she has completely changed the direction of her life, and it has been amazing to see. And I'm so proud of this woman. We met on Facebook. She saw a post and reached out to me and signed up, and here we are. We like have hung out so many times. She lives in Halifax. I'm in Ontario, but that's the beauty of social media. So there you go, Robin.
All right. Hello, everyone. Yeah, so I joined with Megan probably, like a year and a half, almost 2 years ago. I guess it'll be 2 years Christmas, like January. I think it'll be 2 years January. So basically, my story is very different than Megan's. Very different. We are basically at two different stages in our lives. I have no kids. I have a dog. I have a boyfriend. And I'm at the point where I'm thinking about having a family, thinking about all of that, wanting to make sure I'm the best version of myself for when I do bring children into this world. And who better to mentor me than someone with 4 freaking kids? But that wasn't the plan in the beginning. That's kind of what it's become, actually. So in the beginning, I'm from Halifax, Nova Scotia, but I was living in South Carolina. I was engaged to someone in the States, and he ended up being super verbally abusive, and I just finally had enough. And one day I was, living there. I couldn't work because I was Canadian living in the States. So I was online, and I was, all I was doing there was like eating and just really getting down on myself. And I finally was like, okay, I need to do something. So I was on Facebook, and I saw, it's so funny how this happened. My cousin's friend liked Megan's photo. So she wasn't even a friend of mine. She was my cousin's friend, and she liked Megan's photo. And Megan's post just said, I make money from home or something. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's what I need to do. Because I'm living here broke. I can't work because I'm Canadian. So I was like, maybe if I work online, I'll be able to make some money and be able to live here. So anyway, I messaged her, and I basically sold myself to her. I like pitched myself to her. I was like, I'm a really hard worker. Like, how do you make money from home? Like, I was like, I had never even like dabbled in any sort of like network marketing. So I had no idea, like, and I would have been a dream to Megan, who's like trying to recruit people. And I'm over here like pitching myself to her. So anyway, she was like, oh, hell yeah. She was like, is this for real? Is someone pitching themselves to me? So she was pumped. Anyway, so we ended up talking. She set me up. She gave me the information on, I have a year access to the membership, and I get to be part of this accountability group. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, someone's going to keep me accountable online. This is pretty cool for a super cheap price when you think about like a personal trainer. So I was like, okay, I'm going for it. If I can make money and lose the 20 pounds that I've gained now by being in this relationship, I'm all for it. So that's when I jumped in and did a 80-day obsession and 20 pounds with that. And that completely changed my life. I actually left him and drove back home like 27 hours. And made it home, and I didn't even stop once for like McDonald's or gas station treats or anything. So I know I did it once, I can do it again. So it's just so amazing what the community and the programs bring out of you as a person. Like, I didn't know I was that strong or that able until I was given the opportunity. Kind of, the gym setting wasn't really for me. I kind of would go and stop, and I felt kind of uncomfortable and kind of quirky. I don't really know what I'm doing in the gym. So I just would stare at dudes, and it was just awkward. So I do better in my home workout gym. So basically what this has done for me now, I've only been in it for 2 years, and I made a good amount of money my first year. I couldn't believe it. And I was able to basically, like, when I say I left, all that money couldn't be put into my account until I was back in Canada. So I actually banked all that money and was able to like start fresh in Halifax with my Beachbody money. So that was able to give me the freedom to get out of that abusive relationship, by working hard, helping myself, and like basically just showing up on Instagram and showing people that every day is different. Like when you come on my page, it's some days are really, really bad and some days are really, really good, but I show all of it. And that's why people trust in the process and trust in our community. So I'm really all about being as open and as real as possible, because no one's going to trust you or want to be a part of your team if you're not real. You're making friends here. So when you talk to people in your life, maybe there's a customer that you really like at your work, or maybe there's a coworker you really like, or there's someone who you just like vibe with. Like I'm a hairstylist, so I have lots of clients that come in and I'm just like, you're really great. Like you would really be a good coach. One, that means that they're going to make some extra income on the side. Two, their personality, they finally get to help people and help themselves while making money. So honestly, like I really didn't do it for the money in the beginning. Obviously it helped me get out of my situation, but the feeling that I got where someone was making sure that like I was accountable, I'm posting in this group, like people know, like people remember me. You don't just, you know what I mean? Like you're really part of something. Some people are socially awkward as well or have anxiety. And I had really bad anxiety and really bad panic attacks. Like I was in the lowest of low of my situation was really bad. I was in a really bad spot. And now, I don't even know what amount of program. I'm like program 5 or something now. And I actually got a concussion 4 months ago. So the point of this is like I started low in my abusive relationship and I did it. Now I'm starting low again in April. I had a concussion, which means I can't even work out really still. I'm still like unable to do a lot of things, but I am able to do some things. And what this community and Beachbody brings out in you, it reminds you that, you know what, even though you're unable to do this, you can still do personal development. You can still eat properly. You can still reach out to these people for the support. And you're going to relate to people who also have the same issues as you. If you're open and share that, people are going to really connect with you, and you're going to probably end up making lifelong friends through this because you're putting yourself out there. But it is nerve-wracking, and I do suggest to any of my new girls who are, nervous about being on social media and posting and kind of care what people think still. Like, I don't care what people think anymore. I used to, and this has helped me get over all of that, build my confidence back up. Like, it's the best thing ever. Honestly, it is the best thing ever. And I think I will always have this with me because it always brings me back to my mindset that I need. But okay, I lost my train of thought there. What was I just going to say? Anyway, I can't say enough good things about it. I don't know. I just really think that I would be in a really dark place if I didn't have this community. And I know that all of you, like seasonal depression is coming up for me. And I'm sure a lot of you probably get seasonal depression, and this community gets me through the winter. Like, I'm not kidding. This community reminds me every morning in the dark when it's 6 a.m., 7 a.m., it's dark out. It's like, you know what? You are worth it for you to get up and work out, or you are worth it to get up and make that lunch for the day. You are worth it. And this community reminds you of that over and over again. Like, anytime any of you feel down, you can message any of us and we will have a pep talk for you. And vice versa. We hope that you would do the same for us. You know what I mean? Like, we're all equals here, and we're all just trying to help each other enjoy life. Like, that's the whole point, right? Is to enjoy life. And this has really made me enjoy life a lot more. And really, I'm so grateful now. I wasn't grateful. I'm so grateful now for the things that I have and I'm able to do. So it's taught me, again, meditation, journaling. And you know what? I am like the worst for snacking. I am the worst for not sticking to meditation and journaling. If I didn't have this team, that's like, I would fall off and that was it. I would never come back to it. But because I'm part of this community that teaches me how to take care of myself, I will always bring it back into what I need to be doing. Because they'll be like, if I'm like, Megan, like, I'm really feeling crappy. Well, are you journaling? Are you meditating? because she knows that I feel my best when I am doing those things. So if you need someone to like keep you in check at home, we're here. This is what it is. And if you are someone who wants to do that for someone else. And I also already earned my trip for Dominican as well. So year 2, just helping 3 people a month, I earned a trip for free. Actually, no, I had to pay $30. $30 is what I had to pay. I had earned the rest of it. So I'm super proud of myself. Last year, I didn't earn my full amount, but this year I only had to pay $30. So pretty proud of myself. Anyway, I'm rambling now, but I love this stuff. So
that's awesome. Thanks, Robin. And I think it's important to note too that some people come into this business to build a business, like to build like a 6 or 7 figure business. Like they want to run with it. Other people come in and it's like, I just want a hobby. Like I would love to be able to help my friends and family out with their health and fitness and, do this on the side. It's a hobby for them, and that's fine too. And then there's other people that just simply want the accountability that comes with coaching, and they don't want to do anything with the business. Like they just want in our community. Either way, no matter what your reason for joining, your life will become better. I can absolutely guarantee that. Your life will
put the work in.
Yeah. As long as you show up, you don't just go
out. Show up.
But your life will get better because you're surrounded by people who want to help level you up in every area. So there's so many different reasons why people come into this business. To build a business isn't always the reason. It might become the reason one day, but just we offer so much, which I think is really incredible. So Robin, do you want to pull, we're just going to share a quick little video that sort of gives you some more details about like the ins and outs. Because of course you heard our story, but you're probably like, yeah, but like show the details here. I'll give you just a warning because we have a hard time with getting the audio right on this. So it kind of cuts in and out. So I apologize in advance. Maybe it'll be fine on Robin's computer. I don't know. But this is just the best we can do. And then after this video, we will do a quick Q&A. Okay, I'm going to mute myself.
You want me to make it big? Should I make it big? Should I leave it like this? Make it big.
Yeah, make it big.
Okay, here we go.
We are so excited that you want to check out what a Beachbody coach is and how you can join our team. Our team is full of a whole lot of heart and a whole lot of hustle. And although we come from all different kinds of backgrounds, we have the common goal of making the world a healthier and happier place. In fact, our mission is to help others achieve their goals and lead healthy and fulfilling lives. But how do we do that? The first way we do that is to lead by example. So we simply practice what we preach. Our consistency and results with our own proven programs and products is what inspires others to get started. So what proven programs and products are we talking about? We're talking about Beachbody. Beachbody is a global leader in health and fitness, and that's who we partner with as coaches. If you haven't heard of Beachbody, maybe you've heard of P90X, Insanity, or some other amazing programs. Back when P90X was released, there were a lot of people getting amazing results and sharing those results online. These people were also supporting and motivating along the way. The success stories were pouring in, and Beachbody started looking at their future. When CEO Carl Daikeler and President John Congdon started examining this success, they realized a huge part of that was from satisfied customers who were sharing their results and their experiences with others. This natural sharing of the programs and products and their love for Beachbody led them to develop a compensation plan where these coaches would start earning income from doing what they were already doing. That was the start of the Team Beachbody coaching opportunity. So as coaches, we use these amazing programs and products and recommend the best ones for others. We have Beachbody On Demand, which is pretty much the Netflix of fitness. Not only do you get access to our amazing fitness programs that are developed by the top fitness experts in the world, but they also have individualized meal plans for every single program. At Beachbody, we focus on nutrition just as much as fitness. Shakeology is hands down the best nutritional shake out there. We have so many other amazing nutritional supplements, and we're constantly creating new ones, including the Performance line, which is even a sponsor of the Ironman. One of our most recent programs focuses solely on nutrition and your mindset around food, and is created by a registered dietitian nutritionist. And we can't forget our deliciously addicting beach bars. So the next thing we do as coaches is we authentically share our journey. We simply share our experiences with our amazing programs and products, which inspires others to start. We share with our friends and family and on social media. And do not let that social media part scare you. We will teach you in our training all about how to share your journey. We want you to think progress, not perfection. We are not perfect as coaches. We're all just real people who have the same struggles as everyone else. But we lead by example, and we show other people how they can get it done too. We push play, and we show up for ourselves. And you do not need to be at your own health and fitness goal to start helping others and sharing your journey. We're just passionate, everyday people who love helping others. And through the consistent sharing of your journey, that's going to inspire people to come to you and ask you what you've been up to and become interested in joining. And once they decide to join you, you'll simply help pick out the best program for them and their goals. Then we just support them on their journey. So how exactly do we support them online? One way is through our online private challenge groups. These are judgment-free accountability groups where we do daily check-ins, share tips, struggles, recipes, and more to help them out. As a brand new coach, you can join our groups and add your people to those groups. So, why should you join our team and partner with Beachbody? Number one, as coaches, there is no creating meal plans or workout plans. They're already created by the experts. We just align people with the right ones for them. And they're proven to work, so all the work is done for you. Beachbody prides itself in delivering results. And that happens because of rigorous testing and making sure that they're constantly innovating. And I love that they have something for everyone. Number two, no inventory. They handle everything for us, the shipping, the customer service, and there are no big buy-ins as a coach and zero sales requirements for you to remain a coach and get commissions. Customers simply order through our websites that are given to us from Beachbody. Number three, they're constantly training and supporting us along our business and health and fitness journeys. They host daily trainings as well as weekly calls and even events and workshops. Number four, rewards and recognition that they give us. We have monthly rewards and recognition as well as earned vacations and leadership trips. These rewards and recognition are earned simply by helping people and helping your team to be successful. And our team's favorite reward, the trips that you can earn. It's not just for you, it's for your spouse or a guest as well. Our team had so much fun in Mexico this year, and we would love to see you on a future trip with us. This is your business that you get to build however you want. Because it's all online, it's flexible hours. You also get to decide if you want to work towards a part-time income or a full-time income. And your goals can change at any time, so don't ever discount the fact that you could make this a full-time income. Many of the full-time coaches on our team never intended to leave their full-time careers, but goals and circumstances change. When you start to reap the benefits of this amazing business, as well as get the pure satisfaction of helping other people and getting those messages of, you changed my life. It's really, really hard to not want to do this every second of your day, especially once you realize that there is no ceiling on your income potential and you get the freedom to work the hours you want, wherever you want. And as a coach in our community, you are surrounded by amazing, like-minded, and positive people, and they lift you up and push you to be your best self. Being surrounded by these people is one of the best forms of accountability in your own health and fitness goals. So, if you made it this far, we know you're ready to get started on our team. First things first, remember, we're always working on ourselves first. So we'll ask you some questions to help you choose the right program for you. We'll also recommend the best nutritional products for you and your goals right now as well. Then we'll bundle those together in what we call a challenge pack for you to get the best deal. That is all you have to do to invest in building a business of your dreams. And get this, your coach sign-up fee is waived when you buy a package. Your only initial investment into this business is an investment into yourself. These are programs and products that you're going to use to better your health. And just like all of our products, the coaching opportunity itself is also zero risk. There is nothing to lose. When you sign up as a coach with a challenge pack, your coaching sign-up fee is waived. And if after 30 days you're not impressed with the challenge pack, then you can return it, no questions asked. Even if you've finished a whole bag of Shakeology, we will take it back empty because we stand behind our products. After your first month, your only requirement is the $15.95 business service fee. That covers the websites that they give us to use to send our customers to order, as well as our coach online office to help us run our business. It also covers our 24/7 customer service, as well as the inventory and order fulfillment, because remember, we don't have to stock up on a bunch of inventory. Our customers just order through our website and it's sent directly to them. It also goes towards our support and trainings that are so valuable. And if you or your spouse are active military or veterans, your fee is waived per month as a thank you for serving our country. You can cancel at any time. We don't have any long-term commitments or anything like that. So the next thing you're going to do is you're just going to either continue or start your journey. And while you're doing that, you'll start our new coach training. And that's going to teach you everything you need to know as a new coach. And the last thing is that you're going to just start sharing your journey and inviting others, which you'll learn more about in our training. We truly hope that this looks like a great fit for you, and we can't wait to have you join our team. Please reach out to your coach and ask any questions you might have.
Okay. I think we're still on your screen share, Robin.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out how to turn it off.
At the very top, I think.
Oh, I found it.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, do you guys have any questions about all of that? And if you do, you can just go ahead and put them in the chat box. But what I do always like to just kind of like leave everyone with is, and I'll just have the chat box open. I guess just this is what I did for myself, and I think it's very helpful for everyone, and I think it leads you to a really good decision. Just think about where your life is headed right now. And that could be good, it could be bad, it could be just like, whatever. But just think about where your life is headed based on where you're at right now in your life. And ask yourself if that is okay for you, if that is what you want, if that brings you passion and is going to lead you to the future that you want for yourself. And you might answer that and go, yeah, actually it is. And if that's the case, that's amazing, good for you. I know for me, when I asked myself that, when I was working as a nurse and I had 4 little kids and my husband was out west and we were, kind of living essentially paycheck to paycheck, I knew that that was not what I wanted to be happening in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years. So I definitely knew, okay, the path I'm on is fine, but that's not where I want to keep heading. I want to go on a different path. So just ask yourself, if you keep doing the things that you're doing now, will it get you to the life that you want to be living? And again, it could be yes, it could be no. There's no judgment at all. But this is an opportunity that can transform every area of your life. And, I encourage you to open your eyes to it, because the reason why I show up every single day sharing this message is because I think to myself, like, what if I hadn't have known about it? And it comes from a place of passion and being very authentic, because it pains me to think about what life would have been like had I not known about this opportunity. And it makes me show up every single day and just to spread that message to as many people that will listen. So it doesn't look like anybody has any. Oh, okay. Is there help with social media? I don't think I even know how to take a good selfie. Oh my gosh. If you had seen my social media 4 years ago, it's hilarious. I always actually like to go back and share some of my very first posts and pictures with my team, because it's quite hilarious where I started, because nobody knows social media. Like, most people are not social media savvy or know how to take good photos or create good posts. That's what you learn in this business. We have an amazing training that you will get plugged into and that you can go through as fast as you want. It's self-paced, or you can take your time with it, but it goes through everything that you need to know. You will be shown, you will be taught. Nobody knows how to be a Beachbody coach. Like, everyone is clueless when they come in, but that's why you have a team. That's why you have people who have been there, done that, and can show you exactly the steps to take in order to see success. So Any other questions, guys? I hope that this helped you if you were feeling unsure, or I hope that it like made you excited if you did get on this call and knew that this was something that you wanted to do. So I hope whatever you came into this call with, you have some clarity moving forward in your own life. So thank you guys for jumping on, and we will talk soon. Bye, guys.